Good afternoon, everyone, and welcome back to the Brewing Bollocks podcast with myself, Bobby K, and Couva99. We're here after Coffee Festival. We had a great weekend. So before we ask Bobby and Couvs how they're doing, I want to say a massive thank you to the guys at La Mozzocco for hosting us yesterday and allowing me to make some coffees. Biscoff Biscuits for being great people, and Khalifa for giving me a great oat milk. And cheers to the biscuits, Biscoff. But Bobby, what's been brewing this week?
I am over the moon right now, Benny boy. My vacation officially started yesterday. Technically, it started when I finished my shift on Saturday, but the first day was yesterday. And what a way to start it.
Great stuff, Bobby.
Great
stuff. Oh, yeah.
Harry Kane scored a goal, the odd goal in a 7-goal thriller, wasn't it?
You know what? Second half draw. What an accomplishment.
Big.
Is that all the football stuff? Okay, we got it out of our system. That's about it. Let's move on then.
Too late. Demonetized. Okay, we weren't monetized anyway. Couvs, what's been brewing this week?
Yesterday I set myself up nicely, made a lasagna, ready to enjoy that. Sat down for a bit of Terminator 2. Avoid the game as usual, but then the bets I'd put on started flashing in, like the betting on us to concede in the first minute of the match, and that one
played out. Nice.
Really annoyingly, they revised it later to the goal being at 63 seconds.
No,
get paid out. Yeah. So but it did give me the opportunity to think, you know what? I'll put the film on hold. Yeah. I'll go to the toilet and then come back and find a stream just to watch the hilarity. Yeah. By the time I did that, we were 3-0 down.
And walking.
Yeah.
So I'll just, because I don't care now, I can watch these games and just laugh at it. We were absolutely hilarious. It was Keystone Cop stuff. Anyway, enough of that.
Enough of that. We will be talking about guilty pleasures today and what we like that we shouldn't be liking, yada, yada, yada. But before then, we will welcome to see what's in the chat. Bob has already broken the no politics rule, so big up, Bob. You have the link if you want to join. Chris Agenbar, big up, the #1 Agenbar in the world. Stuart727, bloody Americans always late. I don't know who he's talking about there. Good afternoon, Marky Cousins. Big up, sir, for all you have done. Big up. Five Guys is in the house. Big up, Five Guys. Alan Sibley. Big up, 10-inch. Big up.
Good morning.
Big up. Mr. Jason Bell. Happy Monday, Jason. Hopefully you're well. Mr. Nicholas Collison. Mr. Nick, sir. Hopefully you are well. Hopefully you're well. Bloody unreliable buses. He wasn't driving it this morning, so that's why it was unreliable.
There you go. Yeah, nice cover. Thanks, Benny.
Chica, hopefully you're well. Hopefully you're well. Have you finished the decoration yet? If not, why not? You haven't. Good morning, Benny. I don't know who this guy is. Toxic football chat. Great stuff. Mr. Jacobs in the house. Big up. Afternoon.
Actually, sorry, quickly while Jacob's in here and while you're still here, Jacob, just let me know if that little thing we were talking about, the Project Cheerio, if it was successful or not. That's it. And then we'll leave that for something to discuss on next Monday's show as everybody just builds up and they're wondering what was Project Cheerio? What were the American and Canadian coming up with all the way from Texas to Toronto?
And morning, Ian. I hope you're well, buddy. Yeah, guilty pleasures.
The man knows a biscuit.
He doesn't.
He
likes Biscoff, though. So big up Biscoff.
Biscotti.
Do you boys have any guilty pleasures? And what is the definition of a guilty pleasure before we start defining them? Is it something you probably shouldn't be listening to? But oh no. Speaking of guilty, it's Bob J.
Guilty as charged.
I'll be on in a bit. Just finishing this off.
Oh, Jesh.
I can already tell you that is chicken tikka.
Oh.
Where belong?
Just bring some round, mate.
Yeah, bring some round. Bring some round.
Guilty pleasure. What
Did
is
he
a
just
guilty
pop in and
pleasure?
show us what he's cooking and jump?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big up, Catman. Big up. To Americans. It's to Americans. It's a reincarnation.
Shut up, Stuart.
We are. Me and Q's are definitely a reincarnation of
Nothing
ZZ
wrong with ZZ Top. I love them.
Yeah. So Q's is Dusty, I am Billy, and Bobby's the drummer. Sounds great.
They had a brown drummer?
Yeah.
Yeah. The only man without a beard was called Beard.
Yeah. Yeah. Big up, Bob J. Not sure what we were left to discuss with today. I'm not sure what. We're not even talking about football, so.
No. Read the room, Nick.
Guilty pleasures.
No, I appreciate people coming into the chat and stirring the pot, man.
I know that's outrageous when people do that. Bring up arguments from other channels and things.
Yeah, well, I mean, I don't know why
we need a sheriff, somebody like a Mark Cousins there. There's someone that's going to go patrolling rattlesnake country and gun down a few snakes. Get in a big up
noodle for some catfish.
Yeah, absolutely. So anyway, you're saying what is a guilty pleasure? I was going to answer that one. I'm going to go say guilty pleasure for me is when it's some sort of activity you're engaged in where you think it goes against your own image of yourself.
Yeah.
It's something that's out of character. People wouldn't expect to see you liking or enjoying, but you do anyway.
Yeah.
So it can be a very vastly different things to different people, but ultimately it's going to be one people would probably be surprised at, I think.
Yeah. So right, Cubes has now defined it. So everyone in the chat, I would like you to be bringing your guilty pleasures to the chat. Let's all be open and honest with each other. And yeah, I think I will start. Everyone knows I love K-pop. The SG playing, rock and roll listening person that plays as loud as possible until my ears start hurting, listens to K-pop. There you go. So if anyone works for the O2, please send me a ticket to Twice in September. Bobby, you're up, sir. Oh no, he's frozen.
Either that or it's a really guilty pleasure.
Oh, it's really guilty.
Perhaps it's staring. Bobby enjoys staring. Although he's
back again. There he is. There he is.
Yep, you're back.
No, I just found out it's the laptop. I had my buddy come by on the weekend. I need a new computer. So, hopefully.
Fair enough.
So what you're saying is that tech support arrived?
Yeah, something about the board inside or something. Yeah, my tech support's a white guy.
The board is always really annoying us, isn't he? Board is a problem for everything, aren't they? In more than one ways.
There you go. The board is responsible one way or the other. Sorry, I missed out what you guys were saying there. Did you? I saw you.
What is your guilty pleasure,
were talking about K-pop.
Do you have any? Do you have any?
Since you're doing the music thing, I will admit that, you guys all see this young, handsome fella and wonder how he's got a 16-year-old and a 12-year-old when he clearly is only 25 himself. But I absolutely fucking love Indian Idol. Love watching Indian Idol. And I love it when they play the old songs that I used to absolutely hate listening to in the car when my dad would have them on. But now that I've grown older and actually understand the lyrics and have an appreciation, and what's worse is I'll sit there singing along in probably what is the worst singing voice known to brownkind or mankind in general. So yeah, I utterly embarrass myself while I watch Indian Idol. That's why nobody will watch it with me, but I still love it, and that is one of my big guilty pleasures.
We've got a couple of comments here. We've got Carl Simpson saying, guilty pleasure is hot neighbour down the road, but best not to get staring by your wife. Stuart saying, I'm more of a rock man, but love the Carpenters. I don't think that's a guilty pleasure. That's just fact. The Carpenters are just great. Mark Cousins is saying, I am the professor of truth, and my guilty pleasure is living in freeing people's heads.
Nice one, Mark.
Mark, the assassin. No, the sheriff. I like sheriff.
Sheriff.
Cousins. That is, you are now coined Sheriff Cousins. Alan Sibley is saying Daniel Levy is taking the controversial decision. Shut up, Alan.
No, remember what Jacob said. We have to be nice to Alan. So we're going to have to come up with something. We're going to have to come up with... Stop it, Alan. Stop it, Alan.
We're telling it, but in a nice way. Guilty pleasure. I do love a cheesy rom-com.
Yeah, same here. Same here. I'm not going to lie. I like She's All That. We just watched it the other day.
I think since we were starting off on the music theme, I'm going to go for... Because I suppose most of the time I listen to really heavy rock or, black metal, death metal, things like that. So get severely into it. The heavier the sound, the better. But I've got a really, really wide scale of things I love. And one of them is this one that winds up a lot of people, but other people love them. ABBA. Yeah. I'll just absolutely love ABBA. Just a beautiful harmony of the two girls singing. Fantastic songs. And it was all those ones that, like Bobby just said about being young, you're growing up, you're in the car with your parents and certain things come over the radio and it reminds you of those sort of childhood days and trips out places. For me, ABBA does that. So every time I hear one, I'm sort of nostalgic inside. Makes me feel good.
So Jacob said I missed one of his comments, so I apologise, Jacob. And his is, my bidet is a guilty pleasure after strenuous work. Great stuff. Also, guilty pleasure is I love musicals. Musicals are great, but it's got to be the right one. No, it can't be any musical. It's got to be a good one. Ian saying ABBA triggers me beyond words in a bad way or a good way.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually.
Yeah.
Do you melt like a chocolate or do you snap like a biscuit?
Were you talking directly to me or?
Oh,
yes.
Oh, thank you.
Apparently, your guilty pleasure is playgrounds with your trousers down by your ankles.
That's just such a silly comment. I'm wrong, Bob.
Yeah, wrong, Bob.
I was the one that was pulling his trousers down.
At the back of the bus.
Down. And luckily, I'm not John Brown. Oh, you're the sheriff of this community now. Yeah, that's your new name.
Deal with it.
Jacob says he hates musicals. A good interrupting a good movie for a song and dance pisses me off. I disagree. Yes, good.
Clearly, he's never watched a Bollywood movie.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get
Jacob. Man, you got to watch a Bollywood movie. Nowhere else will you have a fight. And here's the man that can also
Bollywood comes in, and there's
Bob. There you go.
In fact, some might say that Bob is a guilty pleasure.
Yes. Definitely.
Did you see Jacob's comment there, Bob?
No.
Do you want to bring that back up, buddy?
Look
what he says. He hates music personally. I know the reason behind it, but fucking hate interrupting a movie for a song and dance. He clearly never watched Bollywood. No, he'll hate Bollywood. Never nowhere else can you have a fight scene where 3,000 people are fighting 3,000 people, and they say, "Wait!" And now we dance.
I have to admit, the first Bollywood movie, and I saw that, and I thought, "Oh, this isn't for me." Nowadays, I love it. I really look forward to that bit.
Well, you know what's funny? It's becoming the norm. If you look at a lot of Disney movies and stuff, because I was watching something a couple of weeks ago or something with the kids, and I was like, "Huh? What? Disney? Huh?"
If you had to recommend a first Bollywood film, like Jacob's asking, what's the best Bollywood film? If I had to tell someone to, RRR's a good one.
Yeah,
but there is that song element. But you want there's a couple, Jacob. There's a film called Agnipath. The new one.
The new one's amazing. Hit the Russian. But that's a bit slow. Probably, for a first one, being an American, he'll want that flashback, bang, the action kind of.
Dalash is good.
I would say
send you a list.
Bahubali. Would be good as well. Bahubali's fantastic. It's 2 parts, about 5 hours, but the story is actually amazing, and especially the cinematics, everything were really, really well done.
Absolutely.
There's quite a few. There's like 600 made every day. Good morning, Graham.
But yeah.
Oh,
What about your guilty
sorry.
pleasure,
Did you
Bob?
send Graham that message I told you about the
Yes,
other day?
I did it.
Okay, good. Thank you.
Big up
Haven't
Ian.
got it.
Ian liked our big up Ian.
What
I
are
will
your-
be doing.
Yeah, it
by
was
the way,
a good movie.
I will be doing a review of Smile, which I rewatched. On,
Is that
on
that
my
doctor
Cinecoms
one?
channel. Sorry.
That's the one with the lady that's a psychiatrist or something, right?
Yeah, that's it.
And
yeah,
all the
yeah.
yeah.
I'll
we
be
saw
doing that, and I've spoken about it so much. I will be doing a full length review of 65 as well. But,
full length.
yes.
Oh yeah.
I was trying to think. Bollywood's done a few different versions of The Godfather, and I was trying to think which one it was that I really
Dawn.
rich. Was there one called Sarkar or something like that?
Sarkar.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
That was
Who knows
great.
Bollywood?
I love that.
Yeah, Ram Gopal Verma directed it. In the second one, it's actually the guy who plays the Godfather and his sons in the second one. It's got a good twist to it. So yeah. But the first one's good with his elder brother. Yeah, we don't spoil it, but
Yeah.
it's a good one.
But that's
There's
really
subtle differences, but it's the same
I don't
story.
watch
Isn't
horror
it?
films, so
Yeah. That's all cool, but Bollywood's all remakes, man. We steal pretty much all Hollywood, use the exact same plot. Hey, Captain Red Hat, what's happening? Hello.
Oh, boo.
Mark's guilty pleasure is wearing that damn red hat on a Spurs stream.
Yeah, it's not a Spurs thing either. So
At least it's not black and white.
Oh shit!
we're doing a show all about guilty pleasures, so we need to know Bob's first.
How long you got?
What do you mean,
What's that?
Kuba?
What's that?
Guilty pleasures.
guilty
The show
pleasure.
is all about
My guilty pleasure,
pleasures.
probably my ex-parents' secret sex tape, but
God.
apart from that,
Just to clarify, is a guilty pleasure something you do as a one-off or continuously?
Continuously.
not in my case, nightly.
No,
But
3 times a day.
yeah, no.
So, for example, for me, it would be K-pop because I love K-pop.
Okay.
I know you spoke about songs and yeah, I'm trying to reach for mine. You spoke about for me. You know what? Guilty pleasure. I'll be honest. I'm man enough to admit this. Take that.
All
I
right,
like Take That music. I like a bit of Take That. A million love songs is probably the best love song out there.
I hated them at first, but when they had the huge break and then they suddenly came back fairly recently, when they came back, I thought the quality of the music was outstanding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this a British band or something? I've never heard of it.
You've never heard Take That. Get out.
Honestly, never heard of Take That.
So when
Take
it
That.
was really weird because they dropped Robbie Williams, who should have been like the best singer of it, and then they got better as a group without him bringing them down, and he went off. The four of them almost were more cohesive as a group.
He didn't do too badly, did he? On his own.
Take That, Robbie Williams. So what was this when they were younger?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Robbie
Yeah,
Williams.
So it was a boy band.
Yeah, late 80s, early 90s, wasn't it? Early 90s.
Never heard of them. No, Sook probably knows who they are. I'm sure.
Yeah.
I don't doubt if I heard a song or two of theirs. I know music. I have no idea who the artists are though.
Yeah.
Again,
even songs I like, I have no idea who they are.
Again, Take That every night. Take that. Anyway, but no, Take That. Yeah, guilty pleasure. For movies, I've said this before. The Holiday.
Shawshank.
Cameron Diaz, Jude Law, Kate Winslet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not The Holiday with Queen Latifah and LL Cool J.
No, not that.
Oh, great movie.
Yeah, right.
When you just started then?
Yeah.
I actually did like it.
4 minutes.
Any chance of mock it?
Of course. So you keep
I
on
will
going
take
on.
control of the
So,
screen.
what's your guilty pleasure, mate?
I'm not allowed to share. Okay, I'm not allowed to see them.
Come on, Mark. Spill your secrets.
Oh, he's gone.
Wow.
He's going to say Dorothy at number 22.
I don't know. Are we allowing red on camera?
Bring mine
No.
in. Right.
Guilty pleasures.
Guilty pleasures. My next.
You're
Hello.
next. Yep,
I'm next.
you're next. Hey, Mark.
So in terms of
Keep it
Film.
sexual.
Yeah, so I'd be perverted.
Yeah, Dorothy from number 22.
I'll get in trouble. I think films. Do you know what? It's becoming a little bit more acceptable now. But Disney. freaking love Disney.
They're hot.
Like I would watch like Little Mermaid or like even the princess ones. I'm not just talking about like the Lion King and the Aladdin ones. I'm talking about Little Mermaid and Cinderella, Snow White. Love them.
But these are just brilliant films, though. These are just brilliantly made films.
But
Which
in
is why
terms
they're still
of
around.
music that you might think is unexpected, actually everyone thinks it's unexpected. Even when I was there, it was unexpected. It was unexpected when I heard them and gone, oh, actually, this is quite good. And that's Little Mix.
Yeah,
Little
Mix, some good songs there.
So
I went. The lyrics are amazing.
Last year, I think it was, and I was just like there. I'm like just a fucking dad that takes them. I'm not gonna like this. And all of a sudden, I'm like, yeah, all right. Straight away on my
Black
playlist.
Magic is a banger.
Damage,
Oh,
another guilty pleasure.
Black Magic is a banger.
I think the worst ones are the ones everyone knows about. The ones you don't know about, hidden in the albums, and the live performances. I think they're much better. So that's
Is Mandy around? Is Mandy around?
No,
That's
no.
right. So I'll ask you this: hot chicks on TikTok. Is that a guilty pleasure?
What about?
Looking at hot chicks on TikTok.
Oh,
No, that's not guilty. That's not guilty.
That's what you call compulsory.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
That's what you call wise use of your data plan.
Yeah.
This is what. How dare you send me these 180 different pictures?
Yeah.
Yes, I'm wearing red.
Yeah, I know, man. It's not good.
He's got nothing to say about that. He wore an,
I got shit for my black and white hat. I changed it.
You know Hollywood Phil.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hollywood Phil for months after we finished with like Tottenham Tantrum and doing the broadcasting together. For months, it was like every day he would just send me about 6 or 7 links to TikTok hot girls every day.
It's a hard one.
yeah.
And it didn't need any responses, just the occasional one. You go, hell yeah.
So Phil, if you're listening, clearly Kuva's missing your messages. Get your shit together and start sending them again.
And here's my number.
Amazing.
Yeah. Oh, that's on the ticker across the bottom now.
Yeah, that's it, yeah.
No.
Bobby K sends me different kinds of videos, mostly a different type of
Inappropriate.
cat. Let's call it a cat.
No. I called them all.
I just
send them all
send
kinds of pussy
Kuva
pics.
every single Gal Gadot movie ever. Even if I find her in a movie no one's ever heard of, I just say, oh, there you go. There's another gal.
Yeah,
That's not
Big
guilty
up, Gal.
pleasure. I used to fancy Vanessa Feltz.
I think you still do, don't you?
I probably do. Yeah, it's just a personality. I think I'd have she's a bird that I'd go out. Bird, a lady. I'd love to go out with and have a night out with. I think she's hilarious. I think.
I recognise the name.
Yeah, I like Vanessa Feltz.
Radio.
And if you don't know who Vanessa Feltz is, please Google now, Bobby K. Vanessa Feltz. Yeah.
Mandy and I share the same Google account, so you should be wondering why I'm looking her up.
How do you spell that? Vanessa.
Vanessa
B-A-
Feltz.
Yeah.
But Vanessa is
Vanessa, yeah, Vanessa.
B-E-N-S-S-A.
That's it.
Vanessa.
Oh, I've got an unexpected crush like that. Part of the comedy presenting duo, but Sue Perkins.
Yes.
Okay.
I just think she's really clever. She's really witty, extremely fast.
Oh, Perkins. I thought you meant Pollard.
No, Sue Pollard. Yeah.
I don't think Annika Rice was ever a guilty pleasure. That was just pure pleasure.
No.
That was just pure filth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
From Gladiators.
Oh, no, Jet from Gladiators.
Jet from that's not guilty pleasure. 10 inch. I don't understand why Coover and Bob don't stream from the same room. I know.
Because there'd be too much sword fighting going on.
Carl was brought up Nigella. He used to love watching Nigella. Still do.
Innuendo. Have you ever played the Innuendo game with Nigel and Lawson?
Yes, I have.
Yes. You need every time there's an innuendo, you take a shot.
Yeah. You're very drunk at the end of one video.
Yeah.
That's one for you also to Google.
Trouble is, I've never learned a recipe from Nigella. I only get to sort of get the butter, and then I'm pretty much done by then.
Yeah. I normally watch it when I've got a pack with a pack of Watsits.
Yeah.
What's it?
You know what-
Finally, there's something I know.
What's this? Yeah, yeah.
I know
By
that.
the end of it, I've got an orange knob.
Something short, curly, and
Yeah.
orange. Yeah.
Five
Maybe she's
guys,
over here with Cheetos.
30 old men and one 27-year-old.
Yeah. There we go. Big up the other Carl, of course.
Big up the other Carl.
Did
But
you
yeah.
see someone? Did you see someone made a debut on YouTube? And for all the shows that made a debut was on my show last night.
Yeah,
And he came on as an innocent, 51-year-old, whatever he was,
yeah,
going by the name of Darren Jazz or something like
Yeah.
that.
Oh,
Dazzy.
Jazzy or
By the end of the
something.
show,
Yeah.
he was German porn king, Dizzy to Jizzy. So he's never.
that was absolutely brilliant. But favourite guilty pleasure movies? Let's get off the dirty old men thing and
Okay.
back
Hang
on.
on, is Carl Higgins talking about Jet from Gladiator?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah. I had to replace a portable TV because of her.
No. I think he's on about the fuel station.
Oh
Yeah.
Yeah.
I really like the film Lilo and Stitch. It's one of the greatest films ever, and no one can disagree with that. If you ever just need a film to stick on in the background and just be happy, Lilo and Stitch. Guilty pleasures movies, Bobby K.
Incredibles. I
Ooh.
absolutely love the Incredibles, man.
That is made
Elastigirl.
fun,
I wouldn't necessarily
she's
call
so
that
hot
guilty
in that.
pleasure.
No.
Oh no! What the way I thought about Elastigirl? That was the guilty.
Oh, yeah. We've got
Oh,
another
Jesh.
dirty old man.
Yeah,
joining.
especially the part where she gets stuck in the door and everything, and then half her body's stuck in another door.
Right, right.
Oh,
All of you
Jesh.
guys should be very quiet at the moment. That's all I'm saying.
Piss off.
Hey,
Vinny,
hey,
yeah.
guys! How's the weather down there, down south?
Yeah,
It's looking lovely, like the Hamptons.
yeah. All we know is we will be having Arsenal crumble very, very soon.
Yeah.
And we're all looking forward to it. And you're welcome to join, Vinny. Guilty pleasure
This
movie.
is a record for you, eh, Benny? Look, you got 3 brown folk on your stream at once.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can't see it.
Vinny, who are you calling? Your friends in Northampton?
Samaritans.
Oh, what's
Can't see
this
it.
one? What's this one? All right, okay.
Couldn't see it.
Favorite
Vinny.
guilty pleasure movie.
Guilty pleasure movie, quickly. Come on.
Favorite guilty pleasure movie.
Yeah.
Yes. 3 idiots.
Debbie does that.
Yeah.
Debbie does
And
Bombay.
it is racism if you bring up a Bollywood film.
Basanti does Bombay.
Basanti does
Basanti does the Bombay.
Prito on Pornhub.
Debbie does Dallas.
Durga does Delhi. Durga. No, I don't.
People in the chat thinking, bloody hell, Mark looks different.
Independent.
Yeah. Amazing what a cap does to a person. Put a cap on.
We got more bloody
He
red.
took his red hot hat off. That's it.
Can I say guilty pleasure movie?
No, why?
I think you forgot to say.
Yeah, go for it, Bob. He's too busy talking to his real
Devil Wears
Devil Wears Prada. Yeah.
I like that. I like that movie.
Good movie, yeah.
It's got Emily Blunt in it, of course, as well, which helps. But yeah,
Yeah,
Devil's
and
Wears
then
Prada.
he's like
I love-
going
I
into
love-
dirty young men as usual.
Maximum Overdrive.
Maximum
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. That's a good 80s movie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Certainly
Yeah.
was.
Was that Stephen? Was that
Stephen King.
Stephen King?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? Yeah, Stephen King.
Great
Yeah,
film.
yeah.
Stephen King writes all the great stuff though, like Shawshank Redemption.
Yeah.
Fuck off, man.
Oh, great. Legendary.
You've not seen the Shawshank Redemption? What the hell's wrong with you?
My bad. I'm guessing by the reaction I should have seen it.
Probably. Yeah.
Oh, not another one dissing it.
Another one. These people don't know. They have no culture, Cooper. That's what it is.
Who dissed it? Who dissed it?
No culture. Mark.
Good lad. I love you, Mark.
Wear as much red as you want.
Yeah. I love you.
Well, we're not a Tottenham stream, so people can wear red. And Vinny's
If this
welcome.
was, I still would wear red. I'm guessing you're responsible for the Yid Army stickers at Woodford Station.
No, not me.
No?
No, not me.
Ah,
We don't say that word around here.
yeah, okay. Somebody, yeah, that's true. Good point.
Oh,
Army,
you stole my
not the word army.
stickers.
I didn't steal it. I forgot to put them out.
I love how we've all stopped and just trying to listen into Ben's conversation.
Yeah.
so fucking nosy. We're so nosy.
Well, this is a weird one. AE's guilty pleasure is Emilio Estevez.
Oh, come on now.
I
He's
suppose
got a great guilty pleasure.
Yeah. There was
Best film, one of the most underrated films he's done, which could be. Have you seen Judgment Night?
No.
Emilio Estevez. Watch that. It's got. Oh man, Daniel Quaid.
Aykroyd.
Not Daniel Quaid. Not Daniel. Hold on. It's got Cuba
Dan,
Gooding Jr. in
Dan's
it.
nan.
Yeah, Dan's nan.
Cuba Gooding Jr. and Emilio Estevez.
It's Coffee on Tour, isn't it?
Emilio Estevez. Remember him from like Young Guns and
Young Guns and the Mighty Ducks.
Check this out for a cast. So it's got Emilio Estevez, Cuba Gooding Jr., Stephen Dorff, Jeremy Piven, and the baddie is Dennis Leary.
And beans to
Nice.
Wow.
It's a really good one. Judgment Night. Make sure you watch it.
Yeah,
I don't know why it didn't do well for it.
Oh, that's Ethelston. He was up on that one. He knew the baddie in it straight away.
Yeah.
But guilty pleasure movies,
Night
Cuba.
at the Roxbury.
Guilty pleasure movies from Cuba.
Guilty pleasure movies. I'll go back for one that's really dated incredibly badly now, but in the 80s, loved it. And it was called Electric Dreams or something like that. It was basically a boy falls in love with a girl on his computer. And
I love what?
I know it. I know the name of it.
I was going to say that's called Teenage Life nowadays, isn't it?
Yeah.
no,
You've got mail.
no. Back in the 80s, I'm sure it's called Electric Dreams. There was there was a song that did well out in the charts.
Weird Science was one of them.
Weird Science, yeah. That was a great one. That's one that came to mind now.
Oh,
yeah.
with
That's what I
Kelly
think of.
Brock. No, what was his name? Kelly.
Yeah, Kelly LeBrock or something
Kelly
like
LeBrock,
that.
that's
Yeah. That was a wicked one.
Yeah, Kelly LeBrock was worth a watch. Huge
Yeah,
talent.
1984. Electric Dreams is a good
Electric
film
Dreamland.
about
Here it
geeky,
is.
yeah. I'd have to
Carl
watch
put
that.
it in.
Virginia Madison in it. Wow.
But it's one of those films couldn't possibly watch it now. It would just be meaningless. Another one for me. I don't know why I like the film so much, and it's not usually my style, but Mannequin.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mannequin.
It's just a fun movie, but bloke that does the shop window displays and basically discovers a mannequin that comes to life.
Let's read some of these.
It's a rom-com, basically.
Debbie does Dallas. Debbie does Dallas.
Yeah.
Disability Judgment Night. Emilio. No. Maria Whittaker was my favourite guilty pleasure. Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
The Love the Mighty Ducks franchise. Phil Oakey soundtrack. Electric Dreamland. Weird Science. Blade Runner. Is Blade Runner a guilty pleasure? I don't think it's
More recently for me.
Oh yeah.
I think more recently for me would be Toy Story. I love that.
Yeah.
The whole franchise?
Yeah.
First one mainly.
Gonna say Blade Runner until you talk about it. Still the best 80s movie. Piss off.
You can't talk about Blade Runner. It's not guilty pleasure. Shit.
Yeah.
A lot of us have, Carl. A lot of us have.
Kim Cattrall. Elijah Wood.
Yeah.
Elijah Wood is Jacob's guilty pleasure. Oh yeah.
Kim Cattrall has been around so long. She was in the film Porky's.
Yeah. Wasn't she in not Romancing the Stone?
Yeah.
Or Julie the Nile? Was she one of them?
That was
Oh yeah. I think.
Yeah.
Oh, which one?
Yeah, the one with Michael Douglas. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. The one with the Nile.
Jewel of the Nile. Yeah.
Alan is saying Sex Toy Story. Okay, yeah.
I think it's a
I'll
request.
definitely watch it. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a request.
Raiders of the Lost Ark.
Have you guys ever seen? Have you guys
Mate,
ever seen Game Plan by Dwayne Johnson?
Nope.
It's being a father of obviously having a daughter.
Yeah.
It's about him being a famous American footballer, and this little girl appears. It's like three men and a little girl, but it's just about him and a little girl and how she changes his life and the to and fro between a father and a little girl who's not seen. It's such a heart-moving movie. Purely and simply, it's about father and
Game Plan.
and daughter, and obviously when you do have a daughter yourself,
Yeah.
it holds. Game Plan. It's one of his earlier movies, but it's I like it. There you go. Five Guys likes it. Game Plan is great. I'll tell you another one. Adam's Project.
Was a good one. Hidalgo was a good one.
Adam's Project on Netflix. I might do. You have to watch that. Ryan Reynolds. Yeah.
Did you see the Ryan Reynolds one where he's talking to himself and he starts talking to his cat?
Yeah,
and his dog?
Adam's Project.
Is that what it's called? Because it's called something else here.
What it says.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was released under a different name.
I just want to say, you talking about beef is a really
I'm gonna have
weird
to look
thing.
it up now.
Go on.
Well, 'cause
Oh,
you're
I'm in the gear.
Why is he talking about beef?
I was talking about the Netflix series. There you go. Who's someone who mentioned.
Oh right, yeah. I've seen bits.
Yeah.
I've seen bits of it.
So
It's
be culturally appropriate, Vinny.
Yeah.
best way to tell you what beef is about is road rage turns weird.
Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly it.
Or a day in the
It's
life
road
of
rage
the TTC.
turns
Totally weird.
Weird or weird for me?
Just finished watching.
No, not standard for you.
No, nothing's
Not
weird
interested
for
in
you,
that.
bro. No.
One for Cuba, Wendy James. Oh,
Yeah.
Come on,
Lead-
man.
lead-
If we're going 80, shouldn't we be talking about
Lead
Samantha
singer
Fox?
of Transvision Vamp.
Okay. Kim Basinger, Glenn Close, many of them. Hey, what's her name? Hewitt. What was her name?
Jennifer Love Hewitt.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Jacob is saying the scene with the RoboCop showing his son his new red buddy, and his son saying, "I saved all the Red Wing games for you when you came home." Asked, "How did they do?" Says, "I don't know. I'm waiting for you to watch them." Great stuff.
Okay.
And another entire genre now that's become a guilty pleasure for me. Those old school Western movies.
Yeah.
Cowboys and Indians. You can't even say that anymore with it.
Yeah,
Now.
yeah.
Hey,
Yeah, exactly. Wrong sort of Indians. Although I would have watched that as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cowboys
Ellie,
versus
hello,
Hollywood Indians.
Ellie. Big
Good morning,
my
Ellie.
guilty pleasure is any film with Al Pacino. Al Pacino's great. Especially in Scent of the Woman, Serpico, and the Godfather films. But the Godfather films, apart from the third one, is the greatest trilogy.
Don't watch Glitter then, Ellie. He does have one bad movie out there.
Hangman.
I'm just looking at Carl Higgins everywhere throughout the comments for the whole show. It's not one out two.
He's not getting one out, yeah.
Yeah.
Carl's right forearm.
There you go,
was
I'm not one out.
massive.
I'm knocked out loads of Blondie.
When did this show become in the wall light, except it's in the wall fully?
You put Bob on.
Well, yeah. The trouble is, even without Bob, we've still got the other Bob, and we've got me and you, Ben. So it's like
We're 3/4 in the wall.
It's just dawned on me I'm a bit of a wanker.
That is comment of the week. Big up.
That goes into the Brewing Bollocks Hall of Fame. Big up, Phil, baby.
We're gonna have to do
and
that.
of course another one of the 80s, Return of the Jedi. I've got a very worn out bit of videotape with Princess Leia in a leather bikini.
Jesus Christ.
Very worn out bit of videotape.
Yeah.
Don't even think I can open the video cassette player anymore.
Terps, mate. Terps normally works. Yeah.
Have you watched the series Django, Cuba?
No.
Series?
The series, no.
No, not
Also,
watch that.
Follow me.
Oh, me.
Yeah. Carl Simpson. How about knocking one out as your guilty pleasure? That's probably that is probably his guilty pleasure. Cole
That's not
Higgins'
guilty.
guilty pleasure is knocking one out.
I'm sorry. I know all of you well enough to know that none of us have an issue with it, and it's not guilty. It's just pure pleasure. So you know what? Cheers, boys.
We've completely lost this
Here's
show.
to the important things in life.
Yes, baby. This is little things in life
Quite a
that
lot.
you get through.
Yeah, it sells. No. This
Vinny's gonna be showing up every Monday morning now. He's like, I like this show.
The reason I've stopped wearing socks is because mine no longer bend.
Binge it is all for this.
Yeah, I don't have the heart to explain to Mama K why some of Jay's socks are hard and why some are soft yet.
Oh God.
Yeah.
That's not an eye yet. No, that's not an eye yet.
Well, for him it is.
Oh yeah.
Ellie is saying it's not just dawned on me that all the Spurs players are wankers. I've known for some time now, especially.
Read the room. But yeah, you're right. You're right.
We're not
Ellie,
talking
you're
about that. So, yeah, no toxic football chat. Get it out of there.
Ellie, behave yourself.
Yeah, behave yourself, Ellie.
Stick to porn, sex, and racism, please. Jeez,
That's right.
Keep it appropriate. We're at a coffee shop.
Yeah.
That's on my profile search list.
Yeah.
Dating profile search list.
Is it wrong for a guilty pleasure to be that when you go into Google search and you go to look for new porn, that as soon as you type one or two letters, all your other old porn history comes up, and then you're like, wow, you got so many options now, and it's just like.
I'll tell you one thing I did the other day.
Guilty pleasure.
You know, for In the Wall, Bobby, the other day, right? I was going to redo my. Everyone knows about my Pussy Trolls ad sponsorship and the video.
Yeah.
I thought I'd renew it, just update it a bit. So, like a twat,
Yeah.
I searched for dirty pussy on dirty pussies
Oh, for God's
on
sake.
Google, and I've got no filter. And I went to images. Please don't.
Yeah.
I was going to say, was I on that?
Yeah.
yeah, you're on every single one.
Lisa is saying now I know way more about you all than I probably ever should.
Good morning, Lisa.
Lisa was live on my show yesterday. Big up, Lisa.
Big up, Lisa. It does say in the theme show, you all have been warned, and we apologise in advance. No, we got more.
Get over it, man. You talk about Marx Brothers. That's definitely guilty pleasure. Big up.
Yeah.
What's wrong with Marx
Veto mode will help you delete the history. Tissue sales.
Whoa. Hold on a second. What do you mean delete the history? Carl, if I delete the history, how am I going to know which ones I've already watched?
Yeah.
Bro, I want new content, man. Yeah, you get the warnings from Pornhub. Sir, you've expired all your content usage for the month, blah, blah, blah. But that's okay. There's other sites.
We've completely lost this show today, and I'm all for it. So, Bobby, it's all your fault.
Yeah, Bobby.
Actually, no, I'm going to blame the Gooner. Blame Vinny.
Yeah, Vinny. Yeah.
Brought the level right down on this show.
Yeah.
Gutter level Gooner. That's what it is.
Next week, same time. Okay, Vinny?
Yeah. Boo. Come back.
He's gone away now. The Gooner's gone.
Oh, the other red man's here now.
Yeah. Be up, Bob. I would catch your morning daily show if it weren't at 1:45 a.m. That's
Exactly, Lisa. I agree. It's like 4 a.m. in the morning here. I'm like, wait for me to at least get up for work.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's 2 a.m. Sorry, 2 a.m.
Yeah, now we've lost the Gooner. We're going to be having some Arsenal crumble. It's great. Don't get pissed, but I want to know no football.
Oh, come on, Jacob.
Yakov.
Jacob, we have other more important things to talk about. More important things. Like, Mark, where did you buy your red hat? Somebody needs to know because they don't know which flip-flop color they need to wear today. How are you asking for red colors there? My goodness. Terrible.
Not the reading of a room. I got questions.
Only Jacob. Only Jacob.
Good stuff, Jacob.
But no, what about everybody else? What's their guilty pleasure food? Do we do our guilty pleasure food?
Oh.
One
Is that such
food,
a thing?
that's our guilty pleasure?
Is there such a thing? Guilty pleasure? in food?
Yes.
Yes.
What happened-
Because technically, Mark, I'll start with this one.
Okay,
Because
go on.
technically, I'm Sikh, so our religion derived out of Hinduism, who worship the cow, blah blah blah, and all that stuff. Now, technically, it's not written in our Bible that there is a restriction that we have to. We're not supposed to have beef, but it's more out of a respect thing. My favorite food in the world is veal.
Coming up. There we
Yeah.
go, lady.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry, Ellie. Yeah,
Okay,
my favorite food is veal. So yeah, I'm going to hell. I'm going to if Indian people have a hell, I don't understand how it's supposed to actually be hotter than what it is in India. But I guess it might be the opposite. Maybe it's like a freezer or some shit. You know, I don't know. But yeah, most likely I'll be there. So
Guilty pleasure food. I really hate people that have ketchup with beans. I think that's the most vile thing possible. Why would you? Some people put ketchup on beans.
what?
If I'm going to go with a guilty pleasure of food, probably something not many people are going to try.
It's something that's revolting, but you have it. So like pineapple on pizza. That's no.
Well, that's great.
No, it's not.
It is.
It's
Yes, it is. It's correct.
It's not a bad debate.
Get your pineapple and your beans and your ketchup all over that. And then stick a Kit Kat in it for crispy biscuit nuts.
I shit you not. I shit you not. As a youngster, I had beans on toast. And I decided to put cheese and onion crisps on top and a Kit Kat, and then put it in the microwave.
You're revolting.
It was nasty.
You're disgusting.
You're revolting.
Yeah.
It wasn't a guilty pleasure though because I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah, but you've actually got to enjoy it.
Okay, Marmite and jam on toast.
I can see that.
What sort of jam?
Whatever your preference is. I go for strawberry.
I see that working.
Gravy and chips is another great one.
That's just good though.
It is good.
Guilty pleasure foods. Everyone in the chat.
For me, I've got to go because I'm diabetic, so I've got to avoid sugary stuff. But it's cheesecake, man. I've just got to do it.
That's not guilty pleasure, though, is it?
Honey on beans.
It is because I shouldn't have it. I know I should.
Honey on beans? Yeah.
You
We
got
get
it
those here.
That's a biscuit.
You get sweet beans.
Ooh.
Kit Kat's not a biscuit.
Oh, I got one for when I was younger.
Cough mark.
One from when I was younger.
Wait. Sorry. Graham's answer is bacon on Graham?
Yeah.
Yeah, bacon on Graham. Yeah.
Bacon on Graham. So bacon. Okay.
Bacon divided by
A bacon
Graham.
wrapped a Graham.
Yeah.
Okay. Just checking. A filet Graham. Okay.
Yeah, I think when I was younger, I used to have a thing about Bonio, the dog biscuits,
What?
Oh my god.
because they're just so.
That's
They're
I'm
just
in
so
the wall next week.
somebody dared me to eat one, and I thought, wow, this is crunchy. I quite enjoy this.
But at
But,
the same time, are you dressed up as a dog on all fours with a collar?
Yeah,
Okay.
always,
Imagining the whole visual.
Licking his own ass.
absolutely.
Yeah, but Nick is also one that eats dog biscuits. So who knows? What
Come
is-
on later, I'll show you.
Yeah. Oh, Jeff.
Jacob wants to know what brown sauce is.
Exactly,
HP sauce.
No,
Jacob.
come around later, I'll show you.
Everything
Yeah,
else.
or just give your son some really hot chilies and stuff like that, and what's going to come out later? That's brown sauce.
Coke and milk.
What?
Coke and milk.
Actually, yeah, there's Coke
It's an Indian
milkshakes
thing.
and stuff.
It's an
It
Indian
is.
thing.
It is
Talking about
actually
curdle.
no,
That sounds
no, just
revolting.
Coke and mix.
Why?
Coke
Yeah.
and milk.
Yeah, it is actually. Yeah, it's very brown.
I
Try
can
it.
see that working. It's caramel based.
No, actually, believe it or not, Kuba, it's actually friggin' tasty.
It's not
The
bad.
kids love it.
I'm tempted now to try
Coke and
It's
milk.
it's
Try it.
it's
It's got to be
honestly,
cold. It's got to be cold.
Both got to be cold. Yeah,
Well,
but
I
he's
don't-
right.
And milk.
And you know what, Bob? When was the last time you had it? Now that you reminded me of it, I can't remember last time I had it. I'm gonna have
Well,
it
Mum
with the
and
kids
Dad,
today.
about 7 years ago. About
I'm
7
gonna have it
years
with the
ago.
kids today. I'm gonna see how
Yeah.
they react
Coke, it has to be proper
Because
because
Coke.
they do root
No
beer
pepper shit,
floats
no
all the
pepper
time,
shit.
right?
Yeah.
They do
Hey,
those
Bob,
root beer
I
floats,
can't
which
do
is
this.
milk
Yeah.
and
Oh, Talking of Indian delicacies, I can't remember what they're called, but there's these little sort of rice cakes. They're made out of soured milk and lots of sugar, and it's a sweet thing. I can't remember what it's
Are
called.
they the round balls? Are you talking about them?
Any sort of shape you want to put them into, really, I think. But it's I don't know. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's rice anyway. I might not be.
Burfi.
Barfi.
Burfi's all no, but Burfi is
It's certainly soured
No, you
milk.
know what I'm thinking
Listen.
about? The gulab jamun, but those white ones they make. I forget what they're called.
rasmalai.
Is it rasmalai that he's thinking of, though?
Or there's jam, or there's golgappe. No,
No, it won't be golgappe.
not
No,
golgappe.
probably
There's gulab
rasmalai.
jamun.
No, if
I
you're
think
saying rice and everything, isn't it like a white milk sauce as well when you get it?
I wouldn't say it was in a. No, they're more dry, but they're sort of moist.
Yeah.
It's finger food.
Right,
but
but then
it's-
moist. Okay,
Oh,
cool.
gajilla. No, that's carrot. That's carrot.
That's carrot.
That's carrot.
Orange.
Whilst you're thinking of that, I came up with my guilty pleasure.
just-
A crisp sandwich, but putting ketchup on it.
No, mayonnaise.
No, it's got to be ketchup.
Mayonnaise.
Smoky bacon crisps with ketchup on is absolutely
Bacon
delicious.
doesn't have ketchup. Bacon has brown sauce.
Well, you do what you want. I shouldn't be eating bacon anyway.
That's true.
I
Why
went
not?
round to one of my friends' houses when we were students, and we were both a bit on the hungry side. He goes, "Do you want a sandwich?" And I said, "Oh, yeah, okay, brilliant." Didn't realise there was anything in the fridge.
Yeah.
He goes, "Do you want? We've got ham, beef, chicken." I said, "Oh yeah, bit of chicken. That'll be great." Comes back, crisp sandwiches.
Yeah.
Mm.
Who doesn't
Perfect.
love a crisp sandwich?
Cheese and onion crisp for me, man. Cheese and onion ham in a sandwich.
Yeah.
Well, that's the thing. I think a cultural thing too, because my dad always, when he'd make his work sandwich, a handful of potato chips went in there.
Yeah.
When they start dry and goes moist. Oh yeah. Sugar on toast.
That's an old.
Yeah.
How old's Phil?
Yeah, it was nothing different. My
That's French
brother,
toast, isn't it?
my brother used to have, the pot noodle, chicken and mushroom
Yeah.
one.
Yeah.
He used to smother his chips with that.
What?
Chips, really
Interesting.
crunchy chips, and put a bit of pot noodle on there. Pot noodle, you had to be a bit crunchy, and used to eat that. Another one, chips with McDonald's fries with milkshake,
Nah, that's wrong.
sweet and sour.
That's a point of guilty pleasures, though, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
Mm.
disgusting.
It's supposed
Yeah,
to be
that was
advertising as well.
Yeah.
yeah.
I'm looking for a sponsor. Can you tell?
Yeah.
Coke, McDonald's,
Yeah.
milk.
Biscoff.
Milk, just general and milk. Kit Kat, Shawshank
Lime
Redemption.
gin powder in cucumber slices. Interesting. I think
Oh,
that.
that Indian sweet I was thinking of, just looked it up. It's just called sweet paneer.
Oh, sweet paneer.
Paneer.
I've never had
Um,
sweet paneer.
I've never had
Yeah,
sweet
it's-
paneer. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, this Indian restaurant that you went to, was it a white
No,
guy
it's
behind
not
the
a
counter?
restaurant. Not a restaurant. We got when I was growing up. We have great family friends. Some are Sikhs, some are Hindi, and so we'd go around. Some would be living in Coventry, some in Bedford. We'd go and stay at their houses weekends or the holidays.
Yeah.
And whenever we went round to the certain house, we'd always have that sweet cardamom tea and these things to eat. And I was about 10 years old, and just, my God, I'd just motor through them all day long if I could.
The tea, I got you
lovely,
covered,
lovely
buddy. I can make the tea for you here, no problem.
What that's Indian. Like I love a Peshwari naan with something that's really quite spicy. That's just delicious. Like you think those two wouldn't work? Something like quite a spicy curry, but a Peshwari naan, just banging.
I always think for me, what I call taste of India, it's always going to be cardamom. That's the smell and the flavour I just always associate with that.
Yeah, taste of India for me is normally on my birthdays or Christmas. Sometimes on
Oh,
anniversary.
Yeah, right. Don't let the missus find out.
yeah.
Well, hopefully she does. That is where the meal is being provided.
Red curry and pitta. Interesting. Red lentil curry. Okay.
What about James?
Thank you. When we were kids, mum and dad had Persian friends. My God, that food is something else.
Are you showing off now, Carl?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
Carl.
they're
Ooh,
Persian
Persian. Yeah, ooh,
Yeah.
Persian.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Posh.
Posh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Posh,
like I say,
posh.
I'm not racist. I've
Yeah.
got Persian friends.
In it, bruv.
yeah.
In it. Before we go, is there one more food you'd like to give for the guilty pleasure hour?
No, just a general guilty pleasure.
All right.
Just a general one.
Yeah. What are you going to give us?
Oh, me?
Yeah.
Honestly,
Yeah.
as I started my holiday this week and did nothing yesterday, I must say one of my guilty pleasures is procrastination.
Are you sure? You see, Ben?
Take care, Mark. Have a good day, buddy. Good to see you, mate.
You can talk about me now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now
Speaking
we're
of
gonna
Is
talk
he
about
gone yet?
this,
Fucking
was that?
Mark in that red hat. Yeah. What? Say right. Yeah.
we didn't
One
hear
of
the
mine,
answer, 'cause
honestly,
Mark kind
is
of spoke
mine
over it.
is just procrastination, man. I realized yesterday that I am more than happy to put off something till tomorrow. So have a great day, Lisa. I am gonna try to procrastinate through this entire week and get out of doing this laundry room project. So
Yeah.
that is not only a goal, but it's going to be my guilty pleasure if by the end of the week I succeed. So next week's show, I will let you know the results.
Cooves, one more guilty pleasure.
Brown people.
You're not far wrong.
It's like an Oreo cookie right now.
It's got to be. I'll try not to be too pervy on something. I'm running out of options already.
Yeah, try to keep it clean and civil, man.
Yeah.
It will be. Oh yeah. Classic movies, the sort of black and white stuff, like Sherlock Holmes when it's Basil Rathbone, that sort of thing from way back in the 30s. Brilliant stuff.
Nice.
Just the style of it as well, because that films like the original King Kong, you listen to the dialogue in it, and it's all talked at lightning speed because it would save money on film.
Yeah.
So they've got this really strange style. All the reporters are talking really quick and getting the information like really extremely quick, and it's done this on to the action scene.
Yeah.
And it's like you don't hear that sort of thing anymore. It's much more chill, relaxed.
Yeah.
I just love the old style of doing it. It's fun.
And your final guilty pleasure, Bob?
Apart from Stel, reality TV.
Oh,
I love Love Island. I'm into Love Island. You know, love Married at First Sight. Married at First Sight. I'm suddenly into all that. I think it started from, you're not going to believe this, but I was in a coma. And so when I was recovering, I know. And when
that's one way to procrastinate. Well done.
He doesn't like Shawshank Redemption, and he comes up with this shit.
I love it. It just makes me feel good about myself when I see weirdos. Naked Attraction. Oh my God. You want to feel good about yourself? Watch Naked Attraction. I
want to feel good about myself. This the disgusting bodies or whatever it's called.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Finally, my guilty pleasure is big band, like old school 1930 big band. I love that shit. Yeah. I love that stuff. If you ever want to sit there and just chill, big band music, absolute favorite. Stuff like Michael Bublé as well. It's just excellent. Excellent.
To my surprise, my eldest Owen, he really likes sort of swing time music. Big band. Yeah.
Bob, did you notice how racist both of their answers were?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. Let's go back to the time before colored people were involved.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kuva with the black and white movies. And do you notice how he looked at both of us when he said it? I like black and white movies.
Yeah. Just
brown in there, bitches.
Yeah. See, brown's okay for you, but both black and white are wrong for you, aren't they?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
And on that note, it's actually time to end the show. So, Bobby, when will we next find you on? Saturday night?
It's our Saturday. Is it? Yeah, it's our Saturday. Yeah, Bob was just on Saturday. So, yeah, it's our Saturday. This Saturday night, we'll be back with In the Bowl with obviously myself and Kuva down here. And I don't know who we've got lined up this week, but I'm sure some special guests will always pop in. We've got a good group of friends that are always willing to help us and join us. So, yeah, a little football chat, a few games.
Catfishing for others if we need to.
Yeah, we can go out there. There's lots of cats and fish in the sea, and they're all clearly in the same sea together. Where do you get? I don't understand how. Can I just quickly ask that before we go here, Benny, and maybe you all can weigh in with your answers and people in the chat.
Yeah.
So, who fucked who? Did the cat fuck the fish and they produced a catfish, or did the fish fuck the cat because he fell in the water and he took him underwater and just showed him who's boss down there? So I'm curious how
the snake told them to.
Yeah.
Which one's a pussy?
And Bob Jet. When can we next find you, sir?
Tomorrow morning, me and Coof, if you're up with that.
Of course. Yeah.
Breakfast brew, as always. Don't know what we're going to talk about. As always, it's ad hoc. Thursday night, we'll be doing some cinema chat. I don't know if might do a pre-recorded one this week. Talk about a couple of films. We'll decide on one and do a review. And then, of course, breakfast brew.
Yeah.
Throughout the week. And then, a week on Saturday, back with In the Wall.
Great stuff, gentlemen. Thank you all so much for joining this Brewing Bollocks podcast that completely went off the wall because we have the In the Wall crew here. We will be back tomorrow for my Coffee Festival review tomorrow at 2 p.m. here on the Coffee Company. Thank you all so much for watching. Have a brilliant rest of the day. And as always, out. And if you smell what the cough is brewing, have a wonderful rest of your day. We will catch you all tomorrow. Ciao for now.
Bingo.